Hey, everybody. We're messing with some G.I. Joneses. So we'll give everybody time to come in. If anybody's going to, who knows? It's one of those deals where I'm trying different times on Fridays. Hopefully this does better than in the afternoon. I feel like I should probably try before lunch. Maybe some people will jump in. So I got this Vypra figure. If you're watching this in the After Effect, got this Vypra figure, and I kind of think it's boring. So first thing that I do want to do is is give her this, which is from the Crimson Strikeforce team unit, which I think will make her look a little bit cooler. And this is supposed to be like a laser gun, and I want Vypra to be a Viper themed, like not just some random ninja. But I think that does add a little bit of neatness to it. Now, secondly, I also have the extra head for the Crimson Strike team. I'll also be going over that, as well as a couple other nifty little things. This was the hand ninja that came with, what do you call it? It's a Marvel Legends figure, so I'll be using some of those parts. And then for now, before anybody jumps on, if anybody jumps on, I'm going to do this because this actually bothered me from before. So this is actually an Ahsoka figure from Star Wars Trek units. I found these. These came with, I think, Ratchet from Transformers. I collect a lot of different lines, so sorry for not into that. But she does not hold her lightsabers at all. And typically I try to get some sort of way to lock them in there, and these seem to work perfect. These are little rubber bands. They're clear, and they come with certain figures. This one, as I said, came with the Studio Series Ratchet figure from Transformers, and hopefully this works well. And this works for G.I. Joes, etc. Good. I was hoping I could pop that out because that's annoying to try to deal with that. So it kind of fits well like this, just in general. Hello, whoever jumped in. I will get to the Joes in a moment. I'm just trying to show this fun. I should probably make sure I can see the chat. Because last time, for whatever reason, the chat did not. There. Now it'll show up. So you can do this with G.I. Joes as well if you find one that does not have a good grasp on this. It drives me crazy, though, when you're trying to get these figures. And, she doesn't hold on to these at all. It's the worst. Let's try this way. Come on. All right. One more. There. And they're gone. Whoever it was is already gone. Probably because I'm not messing with Joe's, but this is topical. But yeah, hey, look at that. I got one on here for this, so that's nice. So this is going to work perfectly for what I want it to. Hopefully I can pop this out too. Because I've had a couple of the Joes that don't really hold on to their stuff too. Mostly Star Wars, though. This was kind of a pain in the butt. This hand doesn't hold a damn thing. As I drop the lightsaber part on the ground. So we're going to go here. Was it? Yes, here, over. To here again. Boom. Now she's holding it. So we're done with Ahsoka. So whoever just left and didn't say one word, thanks, bro. All right. So there we go. So yeah, these are great. Save them if you see those little. I have like a butt ton of huge ones, but they're better for other stuff. So. Here's this head. Let's get this Vypra head thing going. So what I wanted to do, I put this in her hand already. Because I kind of don't like this ninja head. I'm going to use it for another character. Oh, must every one of these be a different size? I want that on there. I want this head on Vypra. So what we're going to do first is, gonna find some cling wrap, which I usually have around here, but I don't see any at the moment. And then there's this stuff. This is the Loctite Fun Tack. I found this at Dollar Tree a while back and bought a whole bunch of it, and I haven't seen it since. So, as far as I know, it does not affect anything inside the figures themselves. So you just got to get a little bit out, find the right amount, and then kind of just make a ball joint out of it. And it doesn't really stick to anything, and it doesn't really glue to anybody. So, for the most part, it's been working. The reason I was going to get some cling wrap, cellophane, whatever you want to call it, is so that it doesn't stick on the inside of there. But I'm not even too worried about that. So there we go. Now we've got the head. And I'll form the head. So already, come on. Why is it not zooming there? Already, this is looking better as a Vypra would be than this boring basic ninja head that I feel was kind of phoned in. Let's be honest. Next, I'm going to take this off. So this, I actually bought this because it was a cool skull that I wanted to have for Marvel Legends. So I don't really need it to go with the ninja. I just wanted to be able to swap this head out if I decided to make something else. Come on. All right, well, we're going to pop this head off first then. And we'll pop that back on there just so we don't lose her. But it is definitely a cool ninja head. And we'll put this head right here. And now we've got a very neat custom Vypra that looks way cooler than the one that we are actually being given. Sorry about that. I just realized that a cord was scraping on the ground. So let's put her up here so she doesn't fall. Try and figure out some other cool ideas for this, but this already makes this character look a million times cooler, in my opinion. So clip her little thing back on here so I don't lose that. Her bow. And there we go. That's Vypra. I'm actually kind of really happy with that. Now, let's look over here. So I did buy this Daredevil figure, and my plan was to have it be another ninja of some sort. And we may or may not go that route on this, but unfortunately, this head does not fit on this at all, which is a bummer. The original Vypra came with this, which was okay, like skull helmet thing. Little annoying. I love this. Is amazing. I love this. This was the best use of all of these parts. The Daredevil also came with this, which I think is a really cool additional part, but I don't think it's necessary for this figure at all. So I had put in there, I was hoping someone would at least jump on, but it is a work day, so I can understand not. So I'll just keep messing with some other Joes because I want to go over the Wordburglar 1980 video. So I'm going to go grab my business Baroness. Why would anything be directly where I want it? And I grab my heat gun, which I'm going to try to get like locked on here so that I don't have to keep moving it and unplugging it and stuff. I'm going to get it probably locked onto a specific custom stage. But here's Business Baroness. This was from a WWE, what was her name? It was a very specific, hey, helps if you don't punch the, punched your phone. Because of the K, why am I forgetting what this name was? It'll come to me. Anyway, it's a WWE figure, and it was really boring, and no one bought it, so I decided I'm going to make this Business Baroness. So here's yet another time where things don't fit. This is literally what came with it, so like, why does this not fit in the hand that well? But I used an original Baroness head, which is what we got here. The new one, the new version, comes with a much better head. So we're going to try to see if I can squeeze this on here. Oh, without even trying, it fits. Wow, that looks way better. That looks wonderful. And it's a bit better of a coloration too, because this first one was really pale. So this actually colors it a little better. This also gives me very much Diana Prince vibes for what it's worth. Looks like Linda Carter, Wonder Woman there. Let's cut some of this off because this is a little too big. There. Oh, garbage bag around here. Oh no. Yeah, I'll stick that over here for now. So let's try that. See, that's too small still. It makes it look like she's got a really, really short neck. So let's get some more of this putty. We're just going to stick it on the top since it's mostly that. There you go. And now I've got a decent Business Baroness here. You know what we're going to do? We're going to squeeze this. See if just squeezing these kind of does the job. Extensive Enterprises here. And eventually I'm going to get the Tomax and Zaymot in the same. I might just purchase an additional one of those $5 Ollie's sets just for that. If I can find another set. I found one, but I don't know. So there's old Business Baroness. She's a little bit taller than she was previously because I think these are 7-inch figures. But where I'm putting them, she'll be fine. I'm actually really excited that that worked as well as it did. Yeah, cool. So what else did I want to go over this time? Put Ahsoka over here because we're not going to mess with her no more. Poor Flipor just flipped himself over. Put that up there. Yeah, I don't need that. So, this ninja. I purchased it initially because I wanted the skull head, as I said. But he did come with a regular ninja head, and it was kind of boring anyway. So I think I'm probably going to try to make a ninja character out of him. I feel like I'm not going to do a lot of actual G.I. Joe characters anymore because honestly, they're making them all. Why would I need to? So we got some extra stuff here. Now I got an extra Baroness head if I need for something. I do like these glasses. These glasses are different than all of the other Baron Eye that are out there. Let's take a look in the bins. So I have a weird little project that's coming along. And if you're into it, it is the Action Force. I gotta find the other hand for this. That's gonna get lost real quick if I don't. I'm gonna put that in a bag. There we go. So if you're familiar, if you've seen it at a Dollar Tree, they actually have these characters called Final Faction. So here's the Final Faction, Alpha Team, Riptide. We got Scope. We got this guy, Torn. Nothing's quite, I'm torn. Amari, who's okay. And then the final one is Shift here. So Shift is who we're going to go over today in this kind of live stream video format. Here's that. There's a couple other ones, and I don't know what I did with them. But I have some more of these. There's... because this is wave 2, I think. Series 2. I don't know if they've come out with a series 3 yet, but I have all the series 1 as well somewhere. Yeah, I got all the series 2 right there. So we're going to go over this. This is Riptide. This was a custom that came about because I purchased all of the Snake Eyes movies figures, and I thought they were super stupid and boring. I'm tired of these boring figures. So I bought Shift here, and that's what we're going to make this character out of. I'm not going to probably do a lot of painting or anything today, but we're going to rip this off. Look on the back. Origin, living in the mountains of East Asia. Shift was groomed to be a very blah, 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 yada, yada. If you want to read it, you can do that there. So this is, she's from Series 1. I have a Steadfast and a Steel and a Ruck. I didn't purchase any extra ones of these, and I do have a couple of the bad guys, but I'm not worried about the bad guys right now. I do want to make them, and I might pick up, actually, you know what, now that I look at it, maybe I do need to pick up one of those, another one of those Parantis heads for the Synthoid. I don't know. I don't know how far I'm going to go on this. I do want the main cast. I like to have variations in my G.I. Joe team. So G.I. Joe would be one section. Final Faction deals with fighting aliens. That's kind of going to be my headcanon, is the Final Faction aliens are going to be that. There she is. It can go in the garbage. This is her weapons, which just go on her back. Like so. And that's it. She is pretty basic. I think she's supposed to be Asian, but it doesn't look like an Asian person. It looks just like regular Baroness. So what I was doing is I'm going to repaint this figure. I do have to putty up the eyes since they decided to do weird stuff there. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, but I got to putty up the eyes, and then she's pretty much like that character. So then I'll have might have to do something here too. But there's her swords. And they're not going to be 1-to-1, but this is pretty darn close without even having to try. So black pants, red boots, green gloves, and then, of course, I got to do a hole for that and fix a couple things. But this is the idea, is to have the Final Faction characters in this format. So I do have a couple of figures that I am going to be unboxing for this little set. So I do have another Major Blood that is going to be for that, because he is pretty much like, I think, Steadfast, because Steadfast has a robot arm. It might be on the opposite arm, though. I have to take a look. I think it was actually the correct arm when I looked at it, but for some reason it had flipped at some point. Ruck and a couple of the other guys. Steel I have stuff for as well. I just got to find the things. So give me a second. I'm going to go see if I can find them. I think they're down in my basement, actually. But I've got a ton of these figures. Like a ridiculously large amount of extra figures that I got running around here. So I'm actually looking in the ones that are directly next to me first, making sure they're not in here. And here's a bunch of just random stuff. So here's the Karn. So this is Crepitus, the bounty hunter. I guess I can open this. And on the back, these ones are the specific Venom versions of these. So I have the Drone, the Brute, and the Synthoid. Diabol, Cryptus, and Crawler are the new ones. This is the Poisonous edition, which I thought was just super funny that it even existed. But it does give me the ability to see what the character looks like. And then I can just paint the bad guys based off of... that's not what I want. Based off of what I've already got together. So, I know I wanted that for one of them. And I got a bunch of like random heads like this. This is all Boba Fett stuff. Cool. Let's see what else I got here. We got another one, another Karn. This is wrestling. One of these days I'm going to go through and actually, get everything together. I got a bunch of these heads that I was going to use for this project. So here's Crepitus. These are $1.25, and they are not bad for that. I feel like that the people who make these need to do something to get people more interested in them, though, because I think this is a really cool design. He's got like dreadlocks, alien dreadlocks. I could probably make this out of some sort of character. And then it looks like he's got like comes with like a bug or something. I don't know what this is. And they give you like extra ports on the back in case you want to make something else. I don't know if this is supposed to go in here. No? I don't know what this is. What is this? It's just a bug that goes on the floor? That's interesting. But you can kind of see the scale as I topple everything over, because Business Baroness has no holes in the bottom of her feet, so it's impossible to put a stand on her. I'm really happy with this Vypra. That Vypra just went like from a 1 to a 10 figure-wise for me. So, Why am I forgetting her name already? Oh, it's because I don't have like 20 years of experience with this character. Duh. Actually, probably more than that, years-wise. Oh, if my brain could work. That would be super. Oh, I left it right here. Shift. Specialist shift. No, we don't need this ninja right now. The final faction selection is pretty neat. Got my Ant-Man and Wasp thing there. Let's move that over. We're gonna put this over here. So I got to figure out. I know that I had Captain America Falcon version for this steel. Ruck, I still haven't decided on. Steadfast, I'm probably going to use this Major Blood for. So we're going to put these two there. Let's get Diabol out here since I found him. He is the 5th out of 6 of these characters. This guy took way too long to find. And you know what? I think I remember I needed to buy a stupid, what is that? I was going to buy the bad guy from Eternals. And hopefully I find one of those in the store. Because, like at Ollie's or something. Because that's what I was going to use for this guy. I just remembered that. And I did not pick one of those up. So that's going to be fun to hunt down later. Oh, goody. Just what I love. Having to hunt down figures later. Nothing in this box. Nothing there. Oh, this is my big bin of I can use this for anybody here. So that's nice. Yeah, I got a ton of extra custom parts in this one. And the reason I bring that up is because Wordburglar, the madman that he is, came up with a video. And I want to go... First, I'm going to just watch the video. Secondly, I want to stop it. Let's turn that off. And we'll twist these to the side so that they're not quite as annoying. And then we can go over it bit by bit. We'll watch the video the first time. I will link to that when this is all done. It is actually a wonderful, wonderful video. And if you have not seen it, you probably should. So if you're watching this after the fact, I hope that you've already watched it. So it's 1980 Force. Hey, there's me. So let's pull this back as far as we can.
Introducing the world's leading covert squad of uniquely talented super professional secret specialists. 1984. But just who are they? There's only one way to find out. 1984 is a multi-skilled elite unit of super agents fighting for peace.
Yeah.
Evil isn't a game. Everybody's gotta have a rad code name like Quick Wit. She makes quips and jokes, keeping morale high.
Hey, Allison. Just checking out this ridiculous video from Wordburglar. This video is great to begin with. 180 members. Click them all. So I'm probably going to be doing customs of like all of these figures. that he mentions in here. So have you noticed the kids just grew up? The chaplain's assistant. I gotta make a shrink wrap. He remembers. He's gonna force them to watch all, to collect all of the 1984s. Another adults, like older.
With skills of snow, has Arctic abilities. Nobody knows Sandra can handle the heat in the desert. Can even get sand to speak reuse. She's a recycling expert, climate controlling to heighten the effort. A registered nurse.
I love one registered nurse. That's the best one, I think. I gotta make a coin op. One who code names. I love everything about this video. Those poor kids being forced to. Yeah, Wordburglar's awesome if you have not seen him before. That was it. That was my, hey, I can put it on myself so that I can actually, hi. Myself so that I can see the chat, because the chat disappears in like 2 seconds if I don't. So that was it. That was the Wordburglar, what do you call it? Video for 1980 Force, which has erupted a thing in my body that I must do all of those characters because it's hilarious. Allison, if you just got in here and you didn't see the rest of it, I unboxed some of these weird Final Faction figures that I'm slightly obsessed with the Venomized versions of. And then the other thing is I'm going to be making the other figures from this line. Mostly the heroes. I do plan on making these, but these ones are going to take some different bodies. I got to hunt down one of those stupid Eternals figures to make that. The bad guy from Eternals. I don't remember the name. They were like $10 at one point, so I got to hunt that down. I'm sure I can get it on Entertainment Earth. Steadfast, I'm going to be using Major Blood here because he's got a robot arm just like he does. And then Shift is the one that I have most done. So Shift is essentially a ripoff of Scarlet. So I'm using the movie Scarlet that I don't care about. So I swapped it out with an extra Baroness head. And then we did a whole bunch of other Baroness stuff here. So gonna have to make this whole little different so that it'll accommodate that. But then Shift is gonna be a-okay. I popped, I got the Crimson Strikeforce Baroness, and I put her head, or extra head, on my old business Baroness. So now I've got this one for my extensive enterprises version. Man, I cannot remember what this character was. What this it was a WWE figure, and I cannot remember what it was. It's gonna bother me. And then I made me a better Vypra. So I put the snake from that Crimson Strikeforce pack, as well as the extra head, which did not come with extra. It came with 2 extra hairs, but only one thing there. But and then I took the head off of, or the hood off of this Marvel Legends one that I bought just for the thank you on that too. So this, I think, is a way better use of Vypra as being a person, because the head that came with it was the most disappointing head I've seen on a figure in a while. So that's what I've got so far. I do plan on doing a whole bunch more of these figures as well. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about him. I kind of gathered a whole bunch of G.I. Joe stuff and G.I. Joe eccentric. That Wordburglar video, though, I screen capped every one of those characters, and I'm gonna go through my bins one of these days, and maybe on live, and actually do that. This is my was it Joe Fest? I think it was Joe Fest exclusive paratrooper Flint. I used this with, I think it was, what's his name? Barbecue. I took a barbecue apart and swapped some Flint parts on him. And now he is Paratrooper Flint. He even has a little parachute that I got from a cheaper figure. And I did plan on doing this. So I hunted one of these down. One of these old school parachute guys. I plan on having him in my display with a parachute. So I guess I could open this finally after like a year or two. Because I thought it was just funny. I actually had a Sky Striker parachute, but I was going to use it for this. And then I realized that Sky Striker parachutes are worth like hundreds of dollars. So I sold one at a PowerCon for that. So it's Team Extreme. So once I get this, I'm gonna attach it to the back of this, and then he'll have his own parachute that I can fold up. Hopefully I could stick it inside there, but I don't. It's not necessary to do so. Good old Team Extreme, right? Okay. This Flint was one of my favorite ones, and like no one cared about it. I did so much work on it, and it's not perfect, but it is good enough for me at least. I'll put this in a bag. That Vypra though looks way better. I'm so glad that does not look like garbage versus some of the other versions that are out there. Let's see what else we got. These are all, looks like He-Man parts. Oh, I mentioned this in the video, but I probably won't come out for a while because I'm like way backlogged. But I bought some of the Ollie's, a 2-pack of these from Ollie's. I do plan on doing a suit version, so I might pop these heads off, and that'll give me this part to use for either the Final Faction line or the 1980 Force. So I am like obsessed with that 1980 Force this week, and I'll have plenty of extra body parts to use that for. I also have a bunch of the old Valiverse figures, and I'm kind of done with that for numerous reasons. I am probably going to still buy a couple more because there's a couple cool things coming out that I don't think G.I. Joe is ever going to really equate to. But for the most part, I'm done with those. So I got a whole bunch of extra fodder for that. But I want to put these guys on suit bodies. And then I want to also do Python Patrol versions. So I'll be looking for another set of these at Ollie's as well. Thank you, Ollie's, for giving me cheap fodder for customs. So much stuff lately at Ollie's. It's kind of nuts that company even stays like around. Because if you ever go in there, like it's like half spoiled food, and then they're selling stuff at like a nickel. So like, how much do they get this for? I actually bought some Oreos there and was like, man, this stuff's always expired. And then I looked at it and I'm like, or not, because it doesn't expire for like a year. So I don't know. That place is real weird. I got a white shift. Shift is in her bag. I'm trying to find the piece for this thing. Drive me crazy. Anyway, so I'll be opening this guy too on the stream. I really gotta clean this up in a few. So I got the, and this is funny. This was one that I actually picked up. I bought 16, I think total Major Bloods, because long story short, I drove around all day looking for this figure. My girlfriend drove around all day looking for this figure. And then finally found out that one of the stores had it nearby. I call them from another store. So I had one store employee call another one. And he says, yes, we can hold that for you. Now, mind you, I'm stupid and I did not tell them my name. So when push came to shove, I show up. There's a scalper buying all of them. He bought literally every single one. So I got mad, and she's thinking that she's going to have to bail me out of jail. Well, I ran after the dude because I was going to give him some words. Turns out it's a guy that I've seen in the aisles like 10 times. And I follow him. I take a picture of him, send it to Target Corporate, say, you need to ban this guy. They did nothing, right? Well, I followed him to his van, and I was pretty sure he was getting real antsy on it. He had no less than 20 Major Bloods. So next time that I saw these in store, they had a bunch. I would buy all of them just because I didn't want him having them. And then I ended up sending them to other people and using them as trades. So I got I think I got Beachhead through this. I got a couple other characters through trades for Major Blood. And this is the last one that I have that isn't the one that's in my shelf. So I'm using it for a custom. I was adamant to not sell these on eBay either, which I didn't. So I was very happy with myself. Found all of them in the area. I literally drove around everywhere, and I've been doing that to this guy for at least 3 years now. It is vengeance at this point, because this was so hard to collect these during COVID, and this dude had literally bought all of them in the area for at least months, and they just happened to be that I had a friend that worked at Target, and she said, "Hey, we got those figures in if you want them." So she told me. And then she went and told me every single store that had them nearby. I went and grabbed all of them. It was wonderful. And it's also nice to just be able to, help other fans out. I've helped out numerous people by hunting these things down because scalping's getting real bad in this area. It's not even that; it's that there's equally amount of scalpers and fans. So you actually get people who want to purchase these for themselves, and then you get an equal amount of people trying to just buy them and resell them. It's really depressing. This was one of the worst. Yeah, I can't stand them. People call them resellers. That's not what they are. They are as true to that word as you can. They're terrible, terrible people. And I personally, I was literally tweeting the president of the United States, you need to stop this. It's ridiculous. Because it wasn't just action figures at the time. It was also hey, you want toilet paper? Sucks to suck. Now you gotta pay me more for toilet paper. My favorite story though is there was a girl who bought it was during the summer. She bought every single pool from every store, She just drove around and used her credit card and bought every single pool, so like swimming pool, and yeah, it's dumb. I don't understand how they think they're making money. One in a million you can do it. Like I found a chase and I immediately put that on eBay, but that's like a chase. That's not a. It's not something that like I even went hunting there for. So I wasn't like wasting my time driving around. Anyway, so I can't remember what I was saying about that. But oh yeah, the girl drove around and bought all of the swimming pools. Um, and they found out about it, and every store called each other, like Meijer stores, Target, Walmart, and would not let her return them. So she had to drive like 2 or 3 hours away from there to try to return stuff. And some of the stores got her account blocked. Like it was bad because it was like right when it was starting to get hot, and people needed swimming pools for their backyards that they weren't cooking. You know, here's Major Blood. Isn't he snazzy? Another another figure for the fodder. And I was like, oh well, I'll see if I could sell him. He didn't even go for that much anymore. I'm waiting for a. This is one of the ones where I'm waiting for a classic version of. I actually would like a classic version of him. I also want the classic, the retro version of what's his face. Why can't I remember his name? Zartan, because I like the way that one looks. But I didn't pre-order it because I was like, I have 2 Zartans. I don't need another one. So next up, we're gonna go to this. This was my free trouble bubble. So I purchased this on Hasbro Pulse. The TP person during the pandemic. We're all evil. Yeah. We had one of those at the I'm out of Cleveland, and we had one lady who's about 20 minutes east buy all. Yeah, that's true. Still has a garage at TP. That's good. So what happened? And now I don't condone this, but that lady who at our area, not the swimming pool lady, there was a lady that went around with her truck and bought all the toilet paper and then was selling it out of the back of her van. What ended up happening was she did that, and someone considered liberating that activity from gosh, yeah, yeah. What ended up happening was somebody actually went and like distracted her, and then someone stole all of the toilet paper out of the back of her car. So then she calls the cops and says what happens, and the cops like, so we got 2 options here. I can arrest you for doing something illegal, or you could try to hunt that stuff down yourself. Like the cop was not having it, and that made me laugh so much. Like he did not even care about anything. Give me 1 second here. And am I back? Am I back yet? Had to answer something. There we go. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, for this trouble bubble, this is the last thing I will go over the before I'm done with this stream. Anyway, is I have a couple more streams I plan on doing. I'm gonna actually probably do I recorded one, and I'm just gonna do it as a premiere one of these weeks that I'm kind of blah. But this is gonna be the battle damaged one. So I'm gonna do battle damage on this one. I'm gonna crack this windshield and probably tear some more stuff up on this. So this is gonna be fun. If you've got any requests, please put them in there because I would love to do it. I was thinking about maybe getting some arrows and sticking it in the side of it. This one was free because I ordered 2 of these off of Hasbro Pulse and then got this one in, and look at how foggy that is. That is terrible. So obviously someone put this tampo on and then realized that they messed up and then redid it and then just sent it out hoping no one would notice. This one was dated for like 2 years ago, which was super weird. It was dated for like 2021. And then the replacement, so I got 2 of them. The next one was fine, but then the replacement one for this through Hasbro Pulse was perfect, and it was dated 2022. So I wonder if there was like some running change that they had to do. But yeah, it's pretty good, pretty cool stuff. I like this Trouble Bubble. I've already done videos on this, but I wanted to do a specific one. And what I think I'm going to do is, where did that go now? Okay. Oh, here it is. Is I'm going to take the this head and it's going to be on one of the G.I. Joe guys as like he's toast. And it's just going to be morbid, let's just say that. But this is probably going to be just like a crashed Trouble Bubble with a helmet on it. And that's it. That's all I got for today. I'm not going to do any actual customizing here because I'm trying to set up an actual custom booth for all of my stuff. And it's going to be, oh no, he fell. It's going to be a lot easier to do these because I'm going to actually have some dedicated cameras put up. But this was just my, just kind of a brainstorm session. I also wanted people to know about that Wordburglar video because it is hilarious and everyone should check that out as well. I actually like him from before. He's got another one called Rap Vypra where he raps about being a Cobra Viper and such. I saw him at the Cybertronic Spree. So that is going to be my next focus for the next week is getting my Cybertronic Spree costume done. Because, I tried to do something. Yeah, Wordburglar's awesome. That video is great. He does a bunch of weird stuff. He is a nerdcore rapper, but he's probably become my favorite because a lot of the other nerdcore rappers get very specific. He's kind of stuck with, he just does a bunch of stuff like Dungeons and Dragons and Metroplex and Transformers and all that jazz. So he's very diverse in his stuff. But that's it. Thanks for joining, Allison. I know you're hey, you can see yourself up there in the top. That's kind of funny. Hopefully you enjoyed this. And then we got to get together and figure out when we're going to do our live stream. I'm probably still a couple weeks out from being able to adequately do that, especially if it's on a weekend. Yeah, I know. I'll be honest with you. Part of the reason why I did this was just to get the idea out there. This was really the reason, though. I got that Crimson Strike team, and I was like, oh, man, it comes with an awesome head that will be perfect for this. And then this is very cool, too. It's like a laser gun type deal. I like easy customs because anybody can do this. And anyone who just doesn't like that. You could also have it without this, but unfortunately, they have this like divot on the head. So that's why I went and got this one. And now Vypra is actually a character and not just a basic blah ninja. I do also have the Akiko from this, but I think I'm going to use that for that 1980 Force. Probably, I can't remember what her name was. Quick Wit. Probably going to do that. So. Thanks for joining. I will see you later. I gotta go. What's up? Huge fan of easy customs. Oh no. The best part of it is doing the easy customs. Like this takes 2 seconds to do this. You literally pop the girl's head off, and then you put the Baroness head on. And that Crimson Strike team came with 3 different heads. So it's like, yeah, well, I'm going to use all of them because this one was okay. I actually didn't mind that head on the original one, but like you want different versions. So, and you have a good day too. I will see you later. Bye.